Darkness is your ally. You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
7. We have the CDC now issuing a warning to Americans saying that they should prepare for significant disruptions to their lives from this coronavirus. Of course, this is a situation and a topic that has a lot of people's attention, and rightfully so. There's a lot of disinformation connected to this and a lack of solid information as well. This obviously stemming from the outbreak in China that has spread to many different countries thus far. South Korea, Japan, Italy. It's here in the United States. But what they say here per this article, I'm going to read their words. I want people to realize what is going on here. This virus has been named SARS-CoV-2, and the disease that it causes has been named COVID-19, so that people know when you hear these two names, they are talking about the exact same thing, because there seems to be some confusion over that. So the name of the virus itself is SARS-CoV-2. It actually has SARS in that. A lot of people unaware of this, but then they go on to state down here that in the United States, they state that the United States is not seeing a spread through the communities. And you can see that right here. Situation in the U.S. The virus is not currently spreading in the community in the United States. But you just go on down here, the CDC response, it states what may happen. More cases are likely to be identified in the coming days, including more cases in the United States. It's also likely that person-to-person spread will continue to occur, including in the United States. Continue? Well, how can it continue if it hasn't even begun per 2 paragraphs up here where they state it is not moving in the United States? It is not currently spreading in the United States. Which is it? CDC, full of confusion that I feel is being done on purpose. Either that or some people need to lose their jobs and other people need to be taking these positions to get stuff done the right way. Because it's times like these, you cannot afford to have people that are lacking in their job and that are basically dropping the ball. But this is the current situation. As they tell people here in the United States to prepare for disruptions, and we see the markets dipping and taking a hit as well, it's only a matter of time before you start to see the prices in stores start to give a reflection of all this. So just be aware of what's going on. As I always say, have a plan. If you have a plan, there's no need to worry then. You don't have to rush out to try to get supplies and fight the crowds and go into crowded areas and all that. If you have a plan. We say it all the time.
Shalom. This is your brother Malachi coming at you with another lesson. But first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakar, Kadash, and in the ancient Hebrew tongue, that's the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and His begotten Son, our Savior, Yahweh Shai. Also want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching this truth and having 100% truth, and the like men on the highways and byways, teaching the like doctrine, putting up videos throughout the week, feeding the sheep. Shalom and salutations to you. So, as you just saw in that quick video clip, the United States is now coming out telling you Americans to prepare for significant changes to your lifestyle, okay? And in other words, your economy is about to collapse and you're about to go through a significant quote-unquote downturn, okay? Where the world economies are coming to a screeching halt, okay? And they're not going to produce at the rate that the world has been producing, okay? We're about to enter world war because of this. They're also going to push this mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, okay? Because they're going to roll out this new economic system, and that mark of the beast system will be that RFID chip, okay? These things are now here. The mirth of this land is gone. The governments are especially America's, the governments of the world, they're right now, they're acting as if, let me get the words right. They're acting as if this isn't significant, and they're going through that phase of, nah, it's okay. My country, we've combated, diseases and other worldly issues before. We'll make it out of this. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because, like, in Italy, I just saw a man. He went to the grocery store and he was upset because he was like, this don't make any damn sense. I wanted my coffee, and he's upset because all the shelves are clear. Okay. It's not clicking with him that this is serious, because in his eyes, he doesn't understand why, what's all this fuss about? Oh, these things always happen. No. You are at the end of your rulership, Esau, Edom, and you other nations who clinged on to Esau, Edom, okay, to be in confederacy against the nation of Israel. You are now about to, what you reap, you're about to get back, man. What's the like here? What you sowed, you're about to reap. Okay? These things are now here. The mirth of this land is gone. The economy, the Dow Jones Industrial Complex today was down. I believe it was negative 850, almost 900 points again. Okay? So yesterday erased all the gains. Okay? All the gains for this whole year. Meaning, when they say gains, meaning like this: if I had a house, and my house, I made it into, like, inside I was making, I was making coffee. So my house is now my place of business. It's my place where I basically run my business. Now, from January 1st till now, I basically have profit. But if basically the economy starts to draw back, and because I get my coffee beans from China, now my business is being affected, because all the investors that invested in my business, they're now taking their shares, okay, their shares in my company, they're taking those shares out. So now all my profit, I'm losing profit, because the investors, okay, the millionaires who basically have money to just invest in certain companies, okay, this is how the stock market works. But those guys who are investing in those companies, in those private sector men who are investing, they're drawing back their money. Now they're taking their stock, they're taking their shares out of certain companies. That's why you're seeing such a sell-off in a negative 1,000 and the Dow Jones, okay. But that's what would happen if I was running a business. My profit for the year is gone. So now on the second day, okay, now it's negative again. So more of my stockholders are now they're drawing back. Okay, so now I'm going into profits of last year, so to speak. So now I'm totally in a negative, and that's what the world's economy is doing. That's what you're seeing in America today. Lord willing, I broke that down to where you can understand, but that's why you're seeing this drawback. But I'm talking too much. Let me get some scriptures. This is Zephaniah chapter 1, and I'll start at verse 17. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung. So the Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, he's about to make men walk like blind men, in the sense of they're not going to understand what's happening. How could America crumble? How could this downturn happen? Because what I see online a lot is a lot of you Edomites, okay, you lower level Edomites, you think that this is going to be a quote unquote correction of the market. You think that this is going to be just a downturn of your market, and then, you guys are going to rebound. You're not understanding that this is actually a move through the spirit and power of the Most High God and His Son Yahweh Shai, okay, to bring down your nation, man. That's why He said he's He's letting you walk like blind men. You're not understanding the snares that are around you, okay? And your blood is about to be poured out as dust. And your flesh is going to be men and women on the streets like shit, just, everywhere you walk. Because Americans, you got to understand, your pharmaceutical industry, a lot of your pharmaceuticals, those opioids and your drugs, those come from China. I believe it's over 80%. Guess what? No one's bringing anything out of China right now, okay? China is shut down. So you people are about to go nuts over that. And never mind when they declare, well, they're not going to call it martial law. They're going to say they're quarantining people, okay? You see, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. He's about to come upon you, Jakes, like a flood, man, and rush in like a flood, man. And if you don't have the spirit and the hedge of protection over you, you're going to be caught in that flood, man. You're going to be caught into that flood. This is verse 18. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. And what's that fire? That fire is nuclear ICBM missiles, man. From Russia, from China, from India, from the European Unions. Because all of these nations are going to turn upon this whore, man. Like it says in Revelation. They're going to turn their backs against the whore, man. Because she's ruled forever. They're sick of it. All of these scenarios, okay, are about to crash course, so to speak, man. They're about to collide, man. World War III, famines. You see the plagues, you see the pestilences here, and it's only going to intensify. So these millionaires, their silver and their gold, it ain't gonna mean nothing in that day. What the hell is that gonna do, man? You either gonna be with Yahweh Shai or you gonna be without him. And if you're without him, then you're gonna be caught in that slaughter, man. It says, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. So Babylon, man, this nation about to be destroyed completely, man. It says in 1 hour she's gonna collapse, man. And he just said he's gonna make speedy riddance of this nation. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 3. And the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and their grinders cease. What's the grinders? The grinders are you who go to work every day, who you quote unquote grind. You grind for that bread. You grind for that money. Well, that's going to stop. That's going to stop. When they tell you that the coronavirus is killing multiple people across the United States and the world, they shutting down stores. They putting military in the streets. It says, because they are few, and those that look out of the window be darkened. So you're gonna look out your window and you're gonna see gloomy. You're gonna see gloominess, darkness. You're gonna see no hope. You're gonna be confused. You was in the land of confusion. Now that's gonna come upon you. You're not gonna know what's going on. You're gonna be in the dark. It says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets. Those are the stores, man. The mirth of this land is done. It says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets. Your stores are about to close down. You're not going to be able to get food. 2nd Esdras 15, it tells you that you're not going to be able to go from one town to the next, man. It says, when the sound of the grinding is low. So the sound of the grinding, what I say, there's not going to be many people working. So the doors are going to be shut in the streets. It says, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Your celebrities, okay? Your mighty men of this world. who you view as, oh, he's a quote, he's an alpha. He takes care of his shit. He on his shit. You know, when the man is in pure wickedness. So all you thugs and all you, oh, ain't no God, all you, you know, and you people who worship these false deities, man. We about to see if your God is going to save you. You're about to come to the realization of the one true power who rules the heavens and the earths, man. Who rules men, who puts spirits upon men every night, and he sealed their instructions in their foreheads, man. I'm going to end it on James chapter 5. I'm going to start at verse 1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted and your garments moth-eaten. See, and this is why we separate ourselves from this world. Because you all are about to see that everything here is moth-eaten. It ain't nothing. The kingdom is for eternity. The kingdom is forever. Being in rulership is forever. Okay? That's what we want. Salakia, that's what we want. This shit here was in vain. Everything here was in vain, man. And it's all about to erase into dust. It says, your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you. So all of that is going to rust, man. All of that is going to disintegrate. And shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days, man. Behold, the hire of the laborers which have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth. So the ones who got, you know, or who are in this truth, okay, and we when we open the videos, we're telling you that we're at the plantations. We're telling you, you know, we hate this system, man. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, he been listening the whole time. He know that we've been crying out to him. It says, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of the Sabbath. Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in the days of slaughter. And that is you people who are about to cry in the streets, man. Who have reaped the benefits off the backs of you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Who don't even understand that the stock market was created off the backs of the slave trade, okay? Of you jakes, man. You were stock. You were commodities. You were corporations. They just globalized it. You started this. But now these heathen are about to pay, especially the chief house of Edom, you Amalekites, and also you Edomites, you low-level Edomites, man, who think you're in a quote-unquote downturn. Oh, the markets are about to correct. Nah, this is over, man. This is over. So I pray that this lesson was edifying. Yasharallah, hang in there. We're almost out of here. Lord willing, we are of the elect. That's why we have to continue in this work. Continue to put out videos diligently. Feeding the sheep, because we all need it. We all are a body of Yahushua. Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakal Kadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua. Wa Abad Baba. This your brother Malachi signing off.